that's when I got to see baby Zaira for the first time. You don't really start feeling pregnant until your belly starts showing. It went by fast. What's up you guys, my name is jamiletyunuen and I'm so happy to be back here making YouTube videos for you guys. Please if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you click that button and hit the little bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about how my pregnancy went during my first trimester and give y'all some suggestions and things that worked for me back then. The first trimester consists of weeks 1 through 12 and it was for sure the easiest one for me. A big part of it is because I found out about my pregnancy halfway through it, so I felt like it kind of got reduced in half. Also, I was still in school and working, so I really didn't have that much time to feel pregnant. Something really crazy that people say, and it's actually true, is that you don't really start feeling pregnant until your belly starts showing, which doesn't happen in the first trimester. I remember many times I would feel like I wasn't pregnant. I was also able to feel that way because I wasn't experiencing any pregnancy symptoms at all. I wasn't experiencing no morning sickness, no loss of appetite, no dizziness, no vomiting. I still had plenty of energy and my mood was still the same. So nothing really changed. Therefore, I felt pretty much normal all the time. The only thing I did notice is that it was starting to get harder to maintain my weight. But it wasn't even that bad because I was eating way more than I would usually eat and I didn't gain that much weight as I thought I would. At least at the beginning. I started to slack off on the gym, that's one thing. I just didn't feel like I wanted to spend my free time working out. But I still did. Not as often because I used to go every day of the week, but then I started going like 4 times a week. So that is one thing I'd encourage you to keep up. If you already work out, don't slowly abandon it because in the long run, trust me, you will thank yourself. And plus, at the beginning is when it's easier to keep exercising because your belly isn't that big and you're not that heavy. In fact, the first trimester is generally the trimester in which you gain less weight. And in my personal case, I was constantly losing and regaining my weight. Before my pregnancy, I weighed at 147, and when I got pregnant, I think I went from 145 to 149 and remained back and forth on those numbers until I was around 17 weeks. Now, if you aren't someone who works out regularly or does some type of exercise, this is a time when you should start, in my opinion, because exercising is not only going to help you not gain that much weight throughout your pregnancy, but it's also going to help you struggle less when you become heavier. It will be easier for you to do certain activities. Plus, once you give birth, your body will be able to go back to its original shape faster and easier. Another thing is that I never really experienced any particular food cravings. Like, some people even start craving stuff that they would usually hate. But what did happen to me is that my need for certain favorite foods increased. Like for example, my favorite food is sushi, and I can tell you I ate sushi at least 3 times a week at the beginning of my pregnancy. All I wanted to eat was sushi, and the same kind. I wouldn't even try to switch it out a little bit. Another thing is that when I went to my first prenatal appointment at 10 weeks, they did an ultrasound to check how everything was going, and that's when I got to see baby Zaira for the first time. Because I had another ultrasound before that at 8 weeks, just to verify that I was pregnant, but she was still the size of a seed. I even went on a vacation to Aruba when I was 11 weeks pregnant, and nothing happened. I felt great in my trip, and everything went perfect. I did take a little more care of myself than I usually would, simply because in your first trimester is when you are the most vulnerable to have a miscarriage, although they can still happen. Even if you take all the precautions, most of the times when you have a miscarriage in the early stages of your pregnancy, it's not even related to something you did. But anyways, I think that's it for today's video. I hope you all liked it. If so, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the support always. I love you. See you next time.